ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now back to the episode. So we've completed the strongest tanks in the game per tier. We are now going to look at the weakest tanks in the game per tier. So starting off at tier 5, we have the Churchill I. Yes, the Churchill I, I think, is one of the worst tanks in the game, and definitely one of the weaker tier 5 tanks. Of course, there is a few other tier 5 tanks that are weak, but this honestly just has nothing going for it. The turret armor 127, so yeah, it's a little bit of turret armor, but that's only in sections, so most of your turret is actually weak. Your hull does have 187, but again, that is only in certain areas. Overall, the tank is super weak. 1500 DPM, the reload is 6 seconds, so not too bad on that front. The penetration 145 on your AP and 202 on your APCR. So yes, the APCR is going to be able to penetrate a lot of tanks. However, you do only have 160 alpha on your AP, 135 on your APCR and 200 on your HE. Aim time 3.6 and the dispersion is 0.378, and the gun depression is literally crap at 4 degrees, and so is the speed at 26 kilometers per hour. So honestly, I don't know anyone that would just want to play this tank for fun. It's I know it's only tier 5, but there's still tier 5 tanks that you play for fun. I mean, look on my team, we've got the Angry Connor. That I like playing for fun. It's not a super strong tank, but the gun is to die for. The gun is one of the best guns in the entire game. If the Angry Connor didn't have the gun that it's got, then I would have probably rated that as one of the worst tier 5 tanks in the game, but it's got a super strong gun. So yeah, I mean, this tank, it just has nothing. It's got no armor really. It's got a little bit of armor, but you're not going to bounce too much. The speed is shockingly bad. The gun depression, 4 degrees of gun depression. Even if you're on a little incline, you're not going to be able to get your gun down, and it is really annoying. So yeah, I don't know why anyone would want to play this tank. It's hard to do damage, it's hard to carry. If you're left alone against 3 or 4 tanks, you're not really going to carry. People can penetrate your sides very easy, and you've also got to bear in mind that most of your games you're going to be bottom tier. So if you're going to come up against these tier 8 tanks, good luck, because you're just going to get absolutely ripped apart. So we've done 300 damage, and that's the thing with this tank. Like, it is one of those tanks that if I do play for a video or any other reason, I do struggle to get the damage. No idea where that shot went there. Have no idea at all, but pretty much it is going to be game over. We do get a lucky bounce there into our track, and we are going to be able to get one more shot into this guy before we literally see you later. And that is literally the average game in this tank. So there's some tanks out there in tier 5 that you are able to carry, that you are able to do a lot of damage. I mean, in tier 5, I've done 3.5k damage in an Angry Connor, which I held the Hall of Fame, and I mean, that 300 damage. I wanted to show it, literally 300 damage, and that's all we was able to do. There wasn't even any reason to show the replay, because it was just shocking. So I mean, the Excelsior, I had a Hall of Fame in the Excelsior as well, which was again 3.5k damage. But things like the Churchill I, you're not going to be able to do damage. It is no fun playing. You don't have fun playing it, and there is literally no reason whatsoever to play the Churchill I. If you're grinding up the line, of course, then you need to play it for a bit, but if it was up to me, I would just play a different line, save up my free XP and use that free XP to skip the Churchill I. There is of course the tier 6 Churchill and the tier 7. You've got it does get better, but yeah, it is definitely a tank to skip. and a tank that you won't have fun in, and overall it is just a bad tank that I think is one of the worst in tier 5 and definitely one of the weakest. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you actually like the Churchill? Are you one of a few that might like it? If not, let me know what you think is the weakest tank in tier 5. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69 and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With